Hello, I'm Rythian, and this is my channel update video for May, I guess. This is late in May. Usually I do these things in the beginning of the month, but, you know, I felt like this is a good time. May, though. Already May. It's almost already June. It's summer. I swear to God, we just hit 2016 and we're already like halfway through. Time, man. It moves at... Well, I guess it always moves at the same speed, but... you know. First things first, I have a new shirt out. It looks awesome. Nina Serena designed it. Basically, it started with Terps having an idea, and then I said, that sounds like a cool idea. I'll talk to Nina. I talked to Nina. We sent it back and forth a couple of times, reiterated on the design, and boom, here it is. It looks fantastic. You can buy it on the Yogscast store. It's currently on the main Yogscast store, which is, I think, mainly UK based and Europe based. I think you can probably get it in the US as well. I don't know about shipping. I don't really know much about that sort of stuff. Either way, if it does sell well, it will definitely be like restocked and probably sent to the US store as well. Check it out, buy it. It's awesome. Buy 10. Buy 10 and then like give 9 of them away to other people. I think that's a smart business strategy. Yeah, shirt. Anyway, how have you guys been? I've been pretty good. Everything's gone pretty much same as normal. I'm just gonna go jump straight into it. None of this more intro, this small talk. Let's talk about the weather. Let's skip that. Let's go straight into it. I've been playing a lot of games, which I hope everyone has been, because that's kind of what we do, right? We play a lot of games. Maybe you guys just watch games, but I play a lot of games. Play a lot of Hitman. A lot of Hitman. Man, I'm so glad I actually managed to like probably get videos done for that the way I wanted to. I wanted to show it off, you know, doing different ways to kill it and so on. I've had a lot of fun making Hitman videos. It's been really entertaining. The game itself I find is great. I know a lot of people dislike the episodic structure, which I completely understand. I'm usually not a fan of that sort of stuff either. I feel like it kind of works for stuff like Telltale or Life is Strange or whatever, but beyond that I kind of would prefer a game to be finished. But I actually feel like it works out really well for Hitman. I feel like you get this area right, and you play it, and then you're done, and then instead of there being this temptation to immediately go to the next area, you since it's not out. I mean, and this is kind of like a backhanded compliment, right? It's just like, oh yeah, you have to go back and replay it because there is nothing else. But for me, it works. You know, I don't think it would have spent quite this much time in Paris if Sapienza, you know, was out at the time. Now, that's kind of a lie to me, because I know that I had, like, it was out at the time, but similarly, like, I spent a lot of time in Sapienza, and if Marrakesh was already out, maybe I wouldn't have done as much there, and so on. So, it works for me. Maybe it doesn't work for you, that's cool. I know Ravs really doesn't like it. He's a pretty big Hitman fan, and he wants to wait until the entire game is out, which is fair. I keep telling him you're totally missing out, but, you know, I guess he can just always play it once it comes out in the end, and then he'll have all of it available for him, so he can just go nuts. Either way works. Either way, I think game's great. What else have I been doing? So, on a random stream, Zoe decided to play Dishonored, which a game, obviously, I've been trying to get her to play for like 4 years or something, and she never did. And then she finally did, and she had a lot of fun, and I watched the entire stream, sitting in chat, complaining about her wasting time all the time. It was great. And then I just really felt like replaying the game again, so I did. I did one stream for it, and then I ended up just like playing it again. Such a good game. It like really made it solid for me. Like, this is my favorite game of all time. Dishonored is my favorite game of all time. Like, for a while it was like top 5, top 3, sort of alternating between a couple of games, but now it's taken as a whole with it and Knife of Dunwall, Witches of Brigmore, all of it together. It's best game. It's my favorite game. It's that simple. It's really damn good. Otherwise, I guess everyone has been playing Overwatch, right? I mean, it came out 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Huge success. I mean, I don't think the numbers are out yet. They might wait like a day or two to show the 24-hour number, and then eventually they'll show like the weekly number and stuff. It's gonna be massive. It's gonna be like the biggest hit in ages. And I remember watching BlizzCon 2014, just like watching it being revealed, and just knowing ahead of time, this is it. This is gonna be huge, and it will be, because it's really, really fun. I don't play quite as much as Zoe and Silas. They play it a lot, but I really do enjoy it. I have a lot of time playing. My favorite characters are Pharah, Mercy, and Reaper, mainly. And, well, I also play Lucio, because Lucio is pretty overpowered and incredibly easy to play. So, you know, good combo. It's really fun. I recommend you playing it with friends, though. It's way more fun if you actually have friends that you can properly communicate and do like strategic options with them, like everyone wait, move in, gotta make sure we do this, there's a turret over there, make sure the fire takes that one out, we can send in the tracer around the side, that sort of thing. It works out way better that way. It's really good. Overwatch. That's a fun game. I can see myself playing that for quite a while, just like having it as one of those games that I just play every day or something, just like a little bit, if nothing else. Other than that, WoW. I still play WoW, believe it or not. Even though it feels like there's not a lot to play for, because the game is like nothing new and just like no content, quote unquote, for so long. But I still play. For a while I was just like logging in with, you know, doing my garrisons and stuff, but I'm actually back to raiding now, which is fun. Sort of like rebuilding a bit of the raid team up again, and like bringing everyone up to, you know, kill Archimon on heroic again, get everyone their moose, their Grove Warden, that sort of stuff. It's been fun. I'll always play WoW. I feel like it's pretty much until it goes away. I'll always play WoW. Play WoW. Maybe a break. I mean, I've had breaks before. I could definitely see me having a break if I get bored of it or whatever. Like, it's no point in paying for it. I guess that now there's the whole token system, so I pay with gold. But as soon as the garrison money goes away, I can see earning money for the token being a lot harder, and then I don't want to have to work my ass off just so I can play, so I can work my ass off, so I can play, so I can work my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Overall, though, still having fun in WoW. On the channel lately, it's been a bit of a scattershot of games because of the whole structure of the games. A lot of people have been asking about StarCraft Nova Ops, and I'm sorry, but like that's all there is right now. There was 3 missions. I played them all. I made videos on them all, and then there's nothing else. Like for now, we need to wait for the rest of them to come out. There's eventually going to be 9 missions, right? And they're going to be released in 3 batches of 3. And only the first batch has been released yet. So right now I'm waiting just as much as you. I'm sitting here to wait for episode 456, which will come out soon, we hope. I don't even think they have a proper date for it. But I think they've said at least that they want the entire series to be out before the end of the year. I'm personally hoping it goes a little bit faster than that, but, you know, Blizzard is Blizzard. They wait until their stuff is ready before they're properly released. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait until they're out, and when they're out, I'll make videos on it. Sort of the same way I'm waiting for Hitman to be out. Like, the next episode is Marrakesh. It looks amazing from the previews I've seen so far. Beautiful, and you're going into the Swedish consulate building in Marrakesh. You're killing a Swedish guy. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. That should be out on the 31st of May, so in about a week. I'll probably play it myself for a day or 2, and then I'll start putting out a few videos. I can see myself probably getting... well, I did 4 videos for Sapienza, so I can see about 4 for this one as well. Maybe less or more, depending on a variety of things. And the thing is, with the channel lately, there's been so many like shorter scattershot things that I really felt like I needed something long and steady, you know, like the XCOM 2 thing. Because XCOM 2 lasted for 60 episodes, and it was solid, it was continuous, and people really enjoyed it. So I was looking around for games to play, and then Final Fantasy X was released for PC, finally, after so long. And I had to seriously think about it for a while, because, well, it's a JRPG. There's so much cutscenes, there's random battles, it's a really long game. You sometimes you feel like you need to grind, especially if you want to do the end game side quest. There's a lot of stuff I had to think about if this really felt like a game I wanted to make a series on. But in the end, I felt that it was the right time for something like this. So yeah, here we go. We're like 11, 12 episodes into Final Fantasy X now, and we're probably gonna hit the 100 mark on this one, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's gonna last at least 100 episodes, which is going to make it, unless you count all the XCOM ones combined, it's going to be the longest series I've ever done. Which I'm fine with, because I quite like Final Fantasy X. I've said this before, but it's my favorite Final Fantasy game. Which a lot of people will raise their eyebrows at, but I really like it. And I feel like it can work, YouTube-wise. I feel like, for the most part, people will stay enjoyed the entire time. Now, it isn't for everyone, though, and you can tell that from the views. A lot of people have sort of been panicking and going like, oh, the views are really low, I really hope you finish it, and not just end it because of low views, which is a fair question, because, alright, let's go real talk here about money. It's real talk time, YouTube and money and things. Like, this is a business. This is my job. I need to earn money for my job. So if I'm doing something that doesn't earn enough money, it's not wise to continue doing that. Because then I won't have money to pay rent and food, and I'll starve and live on the streets, you know, or I'll have to find another job or quit or blah, blah, blah. That's how it works. There's a lot of people who don't really want to go into that stuff, and I personally prefer not to go behind the scenes. I think I've mentioned this before in one of these videos, that I prefer to just, like, do stuff for you to watch, and you guys don't need to worry about, like, the details and the nitty-gritty about the business. But the general idea is, this is a job like anything else, so I need to make X amount of money. I need to, you know, be able to make a living on this. And unless you're like really huge, which, you know, the couple of people in Yakuza who are way bigger, obviously, and then, you know, the real YouTube stars, they make tons of money, but I don't make tons of money. I make like okay money. Like I bet most of you out there who has a job are making more money than me. And that's not me lying, that's just fact right now. And if I want to continue making a series like Final Fantasy X, which I'd say gets maybe about 6,000 views roughly after a couple of days, which is not particularly high, at least if you compare to, I want to go back in time, like back when my channel was the biggest, back when Yogsest was the biggest, back when Minecraft was the biggest, when the Blackrock Chronicles was going on, I could generally rely on getting at least 100,000 views for a video, or like something really high. So that's dropped a lot since then, obviously. That's a pretty massive drop. But I can't sit here and like expect every video I put out now to get those sort of numbers. Like, it's a very different YouTube right now. It's a very different channel right now. A lot of people will look at like the amount of subscribers I have, which is like, it's like 700,000. Oh, it might very well be below that now, because it's been sort of like going stagnant or below for a long time, which some people have been like also panicking about. Oh no, why are you losing subs? But to me, that's completely natural, because the massive growth in the channel happened when Yogscast was exploding, and when, to a lesser degree, like Blackrock was being real popular, so everyone joined for that. And then gradually the channel changed and didn't really become that anymore, and a lot of those people who aren't really interested in other stuff have just still been subscribing. Which, you know, because most people don't unsubscribe, they just sort of stop watching. And then gradually now they're starting to unsubscribe. So I've had this big subscriber base, right? But I've not necessarily been making videos that appeal to that subscriber base. Which is, you know, a decision I made, you know, on purpose. It wasn't like accident. I didn't decide to continue doing the same thing. There are millions of reasons why Blackrock Chronicles stopped, and I've been over this in the past. I'm not going to go over it again. But the simple fact is, the channel sort of changed into more of a, like, I'm playing games, I'm, you know, doing a certain style of thing, and going for a particular type of style of commentary, playing a particular type of games. That was a different audience than what I had before, and that's usually always difficult when a channel switches like that. I mean, it was probably a mistake back then to do the switch that abruptly, but, you know, there's something I can do to change about that now. In the end, what I have to do now is just make videos as best as I can, do the stuff I enjoy doing, do stuff that I really think is good, and really hope that that stuff finds its audience out there and hopefully grows that level of audience. But while that is happening, and the amount of views I get for certain things are low. Like I'm happy with the views I get for a lot of stuff. I'm less happy about some stuff, obviously. Like, I mean, if I could choose, I'd have 1 million views in every video, but I can't. But generally, like stuff like the XCOM stuff, that's pretty solid, great views, you know, great-ish views. I'm happy about that. Hitman, I would love to be better, but like not that great. Maybe people don't like that stuff, which is fine. Same for Final Fantasy X. Very much understand people not wanting to watch this entire series. I'm not blaming anyone for not watching. Like, it's your time. You watch whatever you want to do. Like, and sitting around complaining about it isn't going to help. All I can do is do stuff that I think is good and that I enjoy doing. So if I want to be able to continue doing that and be patient and wait for this to sort of grow and find an audience, I need to find other ways to properly make money. So that's why we have stuff like Twitch, which helps. I have like main channel appearances, which help. I have basically streaming on the Oxcast stuff. I have the very few donations I get on either the Twitch ones or the or my own personal one. I don't get many, but like I get some, and that's always appreciated. Like if you want to give me money, totally thank you very much, and I very much appreciate it. I don't expect people just throw money at me because but if you have a bunch of money, then why not? But the reality of the fact is I will need to do stuff sometimes that people might not like, such as brand deals. Now, most people are fine with brand deals these days. I'd like to think people understand. They're smart. Like, they understand that people have to make money, and with ad money dwindling down, you need to find money from elsewhere. So if you get an offer from a game company or something, like, hey, we'll pay you money to make a video on our game, then I'm going to take that offer. Like, unless it's something I'm really, really against, then of course I'm going to take that offer. And I'd like to think that if I'm clear about the fact that it is a sponsored video, that is a brand deal, an advertisement basically, that people will understand that and then look at the video for what it is. I've got a few coming up right now, and I'm generally hoping that people won't just like go crazy and call me sellout or whatever, and that they'll actually understand, because it shouldn't be that big a deal. Like, if I say this is a sponsored video, and then you can trust me to be honest with my opinions and everything. I'm not gonna like pretend to love a game I don't, or anything like that. And then I do the video and I'm done, and then I'll get some more money so that I can continue doing stuff I truly want to do, like the Final Fantasy X stuff or the Hitman stuff, even though those aren't sponsored. And everything works out great, right? There's a couple of brand deals every now and then for me, gets me money. You might even enjoy them, I hope you do. Like, they're not like they're pretty fun, most of them. And then I get to do stuff that I really like. Win-win. I hope, at least. It's been a bit rambly, but I think I got my point across mostly. Jesus, this is all like 17 minutes long. This was supposed to be a short one. But I think mostly that part is done with. Yeah. So, TLDL, too long didn't listen. Radio's coming up. Deal with it, basically. It's all for the good. I won't cancel the series because it has low views. If I really do enjoy making it and I'm having fun, then I won't cancel it because it's great. Like, the only reason I cancel a video is if I don't have fun doing them anymore. I've cancelled maybe 2 or 3 ever. It's like Shadowrun Returns, Metro, and Volume. And all of those had reasons for me cancelling them. I've continued with the series that generally don't get that high views because if I enjoy doing them, I will. So hopefully I've gotten my point across. I feel like I started rambling a lot there, but it should be okay. Quick fire things before the video ends. A couple of new games on the horizon I'm thinking of playing. Salt and Sanctuary, the 2D Dark Souls copy thing, looks great, looks fun. I have no problem with a game being, quote-unquote copy of another game if it's good. I'm fine with that entirely. Ori and the Blind Forest, the definitive edition, just came out for PC. Looks gorgeous. I have heard great things about it. I know a few people in the Oxus have played it. I want to say Martin, maybe? Not sure. Either way, that looks good. I want to play it. Also, I've had my eyes on Alan Wake for years. I wanted to play that for a long time. Still haven't. and might be a good time because we are out now. We're right now in this period where not a lot of new awesome games are coming out. So when they are coming out, I like to give them a shot, or if not, just go back to older games and play them. So that's going to be pretty cool. Of course, later on in the year is when the big hitters are coming. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Dishonored 2, that sort of thing. That's going to be fantastic. And Legion, obviously, World of Warcraft Legion. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming, and I'm looking forward to it. But for now, in the summer, in this sort of like dull period of, not dull, like call it a lull, much better, where not a lot of happens, I'm looking backwards a little bit to play games that I wanted to play and didn't. For now, though, the idea is Final Fantasy will keep running every day at the same time if I don't screw up, which is likely. And then also sometimes there will be other videos on the same day, and they'll be coming like 2 or 3 hours later generally. So you'll have Final Fantasy at the same time every day, and then later on you'll have some, and it'll be fine. 2 videos some days, otherwise mostly just Final Fantasy. I think that's it. Damn, 20 minutes. Did not intend to talk this long. Well, you guys have a good day. I have some stuff I need to do, including work. So, yeah, until next time, goodbye.